In Volume 16, as we discussed, Kukai inherited the complete source code and official license of the Cosmic OS from Master Keika, becoming an absolute, flawless channel of reality itself. However, what made Kukai an extraordinary, genius producer even on the grand scale of human history was his high IQ capacity to not lock this complex, elite-targeted cosmic philosophy within privileged academic walls. Instead, he successfully downsized it into a physical experiential application that anyone, even those who couldn't read, could run in their daily lives. At the time, appointed as the administrative head of state Buddhism, Tadaiji Beto, Kukai had perfectly mastered the Huayang philosophy of the Indra's net of jewels, interconnected oneness, the cosmic architecture where every phenomenon in the universe infinitely reflects and interpenetrates one another. Yet, no matter how deeply one intellectually understands that the universe is within you, or happiness is already complete within you, for common people suffering in physical reality and struggling with daily survival, dry academic theories remained a distant, hollow conceptual game. The core of esoteric Buddhism is Sokushinjobutsu, becoming a Buddha, or synchronizing with the cosmic source, Mahavirokana, in this very body, right here, right now. It is the ultimate system of affirming physical reality. Yet, traditionally, compiling this state required complex hand mudras, precise mantras, and deep, rigorous visualization. It was a high-level programming protocol, extremely difficult even for elite scholar monks to execute. Kukai's ultimate bug fix was to answer the call of compassion. How can anyone directly plug into the primary code of this cosmic energy? This is where his followers implemented a massive, island-wide real-world fieldwork across the entire region of Shikoku. The Shikoku Pilgrimage, Shikoku Henro. This was a highly optimized physical technology, designed to let anyone safely and reliably re-experience the grueling brain-hacking protocol of Kokuzo Gumonji-ho, the dangerous practice Kukai originally underwent, at the risk of his life in the cave of Cape Muroto. It was, in essence, the walking Sokushinjobutsu system. In modern quantum physics, the fundamental background of the universe, which permeates all space and time, storing all information and energy of the past, present, and future, is called the zero-point field. It is the ultimate repository of cosmic memory where the boundaries of the individual ego dissolve. The pilgrimage is, in modern terms, a physical calibration tool designed to reset our misaligned frequencies and force synchronize them back into harmony with the zero-point field, just as Kukai did. Just as Kukai crashed his self-power OS in the absolute zero environment of the Muroto cave, and polished his brain waves to a state of absolute selflessness, those who walk the pilgrimage undergo the similar process. In our daily lives, we are constantly flooded with loud beta wave noise generated by the ego, trauma-driven complexes, comparison with others, and phantom anxieties about the future. Walking endless mountain paths, day after day, simply putting one foot in front of the other, is a physical bypass that shuts down the ego switch and overrides the brain's defensive static. Saturating the body through intense movement, body, Shin. Repetitively chanting the sacred mantra Namu Daisha Henjo Kongo, speech, Ku. And focusing attention entirely on the path and nature, mind, E. Continuing this triple loop, Sanmitsu, 4 days triggers a profound neurological shift. The brain releases neurotransmitters of supreme peace, and consciousness glides into a deep trance, a state formatted back to emptiness, zero. This system beautifully replicates the egoless state of Kokuzo Gumonji-ho without risking death. After reaching this state of selfless void, the next phase Kukai experienced was synchronizing with the awakened master, a high-dimensional synchronization burst. However, ordinary pilgrims do not have a personal master like Keika. In their stead, Kukai's followers built the ultimate psychological safety net, the system of Dogyo Ninning, two walking together. The wooden walking staff, Kongazu, carried by the pilgrim is not a mere walking stick. It is treated as the living embodiment of Kukai himself. Upon arriving at any inn, the pilgrim washes the foot of the staff, before washing their own feet, carrying the master who reached the cosmic source with them at all times. Along the lonely path, when knees are screaming in pain, and anxiety threatens to crush the mind, the pilgrim looks down at the staff. An absolute, awakened presence, who will never abandon me, is walking in perfect sync with me. This deep psychological safe base accelerates the release of fear and ego. Gradually, the sense of walking with the master transitions into a beautiful, seamless realization. The master and I are, and always have been, one. Furthermore, this architecture is made perfect by the culture of Osetai, the unconditional support and sacred hospitality offered by the local people of Shikoku. They treat passing pilgrims as the living embodiment of Kukai, offering pure kindness that brings tears to the eyes. The pilgrim is sustained simply by being a pilgrim. Here, the complex, academic philosophy of Hua-yang becomes a visceral, physical reality. I am sustained by the world, and the world lives within me. The boundary between self and other has completely dissolved. The individual drop of the ego dissolves, returning back into the vast background of the ocean. This is the Sokushinjobutsu, taught by Kukai, a direct plug-in to the modern zero-point field. The explosive, tearful gratitude and absolute peace felt at the end of the pilgrimage is the somatic proof that you have downloaded the ultimate wisdom, that you are not a fragmented, isolated entity, but a perfectly integrated and loved part of the cosmic network. In his treatise Sokushinjobutsu Gi, Kukai wrote, "The core elements of the cosmos interpenetrate and remain in eternal harmony." Designing Mount Koya as a sacred sanctuary to welcome all lineages, allies, and foes alike, was his spatial translation of the zero-point field itself. 1,200 years ago, Kukai hacked the root database of spacetime, building an endless, physical network architecture, Shikoku Henro, where any human could return to the source simply by walking. Today, we are constantly plagued by the static of deficit, driven by trauma-based complexes and hyperinflated future anxieties, living in a state of spiritual screaming. To this, the simple message Kukai has been shouting for 1,200 years through the pilgrimage is clear. Discard your complexes, anxieties, and dissatisfactions. Move your body and realize the supreme value of your life right here, right now. Everything you need to fulfill your destiny has been inside you from the very beginning. This is the renaissance of the soul we must reclaim.